Listen closely, because this is not a random message. This is a divine interruption. This is a holy moment where heaven is leaning toward your life and God is speaking with urgency. Before the 2nd of February arrives, 4 things will happen. 4 movements in the spiritual realm that will shake your circumstances, shift your destiny, and awaken what you thought was dead. Do not scroll past this. Do not treat this as entertainment. This is a calling, and God is knocking on the door of your spirit right now. God says the first thing that will happen before the 2nd of February is a divine exposure. What has been hidden will be revealed. What has been whispered in secret will be brought into the light. You have been confused about people, situations, opportunities, and decisions. You have asked God who is real, who is fake, which path is right, which door is a trap. God says clarity is coming. The fog will lift, the deception will break, the truth will rise like a blazing sun. Some people who smile while planning your downfall will be exposed. Some opportunities that looked perfect but carried destruction will be revealed for what they truly are. And some doors you fear to walk through will be shown as divine pathways prepared by God Himself. This exposure is not meant to destroy you, it is meant to protect you. God is removing confusion from your mind and blindness from your spirit. Before the 2nd of February, you will see clearly. You will know who to trust, where to go, and what to release. This is not coincidence. This is God stepping into your confusion and turning on the light. The second thing God says will happen before the 2nd of February is a sudden spiritual shift. Something inside you is about to change. Your mindset, your faith, your courage, your vision. God is shaking your inner world. You have been tired. You have been discouraged. You have felt heavy, stuck, and spiritually dry. But God says a wind is coming, a wind of renewal, a wind of fire, a wind of clarity and strength. You will feel a sudden push to pray again, to believe again, to dream again. The heaviness that sat on your heart will lift. The fear that paralyzed your decisions will weaken. The doubt that whispered lies in your ear will lose its power. This shift is not gradual, it is sudden. One moment you feel weak, and the next moment you feel a divine boldness rising. God is reactivating your spirit. God is recharging your faith. God is waking up the warrior inside you. Before the 2nd of February, you will feel a spiritual awakening that cannot be explained by logic, only by divine intervention. The third thing God says will happen before the 2nd of February is a movement in your circumstances. Something external will change. A door will open. A message will arrive. A person will reach out. An opportunity will present itself. You have been waiting for movement, waiting for evidence, waiting for something to shift in the physical world. God says, the waiting season is breaking. The stagnant season is ending. The delay is lifting. What has been stuck will begin to move. What has been blocked will begin to open. What has been silent will begin to speak. God is orchestrating conversations behind the scenes. God is arranging events you cannot see. God is aligning people who will cross your path at the right moment. Before the 2nd of February, you will notice something different in your environment. A sign, a breakthrough, a connection, a door. This is not luck, this is not chance. This is God stepping into your timeline and accelerating what was delayed. The fourth thing God says will happen before the 2nd of February is a personal calling to action. This is not just about what God will do. It is about what you must do. God will stir your heart with a strong urge. You will feel a push to leave something, to start something, to forgive someone, to cut off something, to step into something new. This calling will be clear and persistent. You will not be able to ignore it. It may feel uncomfortable, it may feel risky, it may feel overwhelming, but God says this action is tied to your next level. Obedience is a key that unlocks the door. Courage is the bridge that carries you forward. Faith is the fuel that keeps you moving. Before the 2nd of February, God will challenge you to move, to speak, to decide, to act. And when you do, the spiritual realm will respond. Do you feel it? Do you sense the weight of this moment? This is not ordinary time. This is not just another date on the calendar. The days before the 2nd of February are charged with spiritual activity. Heaven is not silent. God is not distant. God is near, watching, guiding, speaking, intervening. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not abandoned. You are being prepared. Some of you have been crying in silence, wondering if God sees your struggle. God says He has counted every tear. Some of you have been working hard with no recognition, wondering if your efforts matter. God says He has recorded every sacrifice. Some of you have been praying with no visible answer, wondering if your prayers reached heaven. God says your prayers have shaken the spiritual realm. The delay was not denial. The silence was not absence. The waiting was preparation. Before the 2nd of February, God will remind you of who you are. You are not weak. You are not powerless. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are a vessel of divine purpose. You are a carrier of divine potential. You are walking on a path that was written before you were born. And even when you feel lost, God is guiding your steps. The exposure will protect you. The spiritual shift will empower you. The external movement will encourage you. The calling to action will elevate you. These 4 things are not random events. They are coordinated by divine intelligence. They are aligned with divine timing. They are released with divine precision. Do not harden your heart. Do not doubt this moment. Do not dismiss this message. Align your mind with faith. Align your heart with obedience. Align your spirit with expectation. Speak words of life over your days. Reject fear, reject doubt, reject negativity. Declare that God is moving. Declare that clarity is coming. Declare that strength is rising. Declare that doors are opening. When the 2nd of February arrives, you will look back and realize that something shifted in those days. Something changed in you. Something moved around you. Something called you higher. And you will know that it was God orchestrating events, aligning paths, awakening purpose, rewriting timelines, and stepping into life with power, authority, and unstoppable presence. Feel the urgency in this moment, because time is not just passing. It is moving with purpose. God is not bound by calendars, yet God uses moments to awaken hearts. The days before the 2nd of February are not ordinary days. They are days of divine alignment. And days when heaven leans close. Days when the invisible becomes visible. God is speaking to those who are willing to listen. And God is stirring those who are willing to move. Some of you have been living in survival mode, just trying to get through the days, just trying to endure the pressure, just trying to hold on. But God says you are not created merely to survive. You are created to rise, to expand, to influence, to shine. Before the 2nd of February, God will remind you that your life carries weight in the spiritual realm. Your thoughts matter. Your words matter. Your decisions matter. When you align with God's will, the unseen realm responds and reality begins to shift. God says the exposure that is coming will also reveal your own hidden strengths. You will discover abilities you didn't know you had, courage you didn't know you possessed, and wisdom that rises when pressure comes. Sometimes God allows confusion and darkness not to destroy you, but to reveal the light within you. Before the 2nd of February, you will recognize that the trials you face were training grounds, shaping your character, sharpening your discernment, and preparing you for authority. The spiritual shift that is coming will not just change your mood, it will change your identity. You will no longer see yourself as small, limited, or trapped. You will see yourself as chosen, guided, and empowered by God. Your prayers will sound different. Your decisions will feel different. Your reactions will be different. Fear will lose its grip. Anxiety will lose its dominance. Faith will rise like a flame that cannot be extinguished. This is not emotional excitement. This is spiritual activation. The movement in your circumstances will also test your readiness. When doors open, you must have the courage to walk through. When messages arrive, you must have the wisdom to respond. When opportunities appear, you must have the faith to act. God does not open doors for spectators. God opens doors for participants. Before the 2nd of February, you will be faced with moments that require boldness. Do not hesitate. Do not overthink. Do not let doubt rob you of divine opportunities. Trust that God goes before you and prepares the way. The calling to action will be a sacred invitation. It may call you to forgive someone who hurt you deeply. It may call you to leave a situation that no longer serves your growth. It may call you to start a project that feels bigger than you. It may call you to speak when you would rather stay silent. God's calling is not always comfortable, but it is always purposeful. Obedience is the language of faith. When you move in obedience, you align yourself with divine power. God says many of you have been waiting for a sign, waiting for a miracle, waiting for proof. But God is saying, you are the sign, you are the vessel, you are the answer. Before the 2nd of February, you will realize that God has already placed what you need within you. Wisdom is within you. Strength is within you. Creativity is within you. Peace is within you. When you connect to God, what is within you is activated. Do not underestimate the power of your words in these days. Speak life, speak faith, speak courage, speak clarity. Words shape reality. When you speak in alignment with God's will, you release spiritual energy into your environment. Before the 2nd of February, make your mouth a fountain of hope. Reject negative confessions. Reject hopeless language. Declare that God is moving. Declare that change is happening. Declare that clarity, strength, and opportunity are manifesting. God also says that rest is part of the movement. Some of you have been exhausted, mentally and spiritually drained, carrying burdens that were never meant for you to carry alone. Before the 2nd of February, God will teach you to release control, to surrender worry, to trust in divine guidance. Rest is not weakness. Rest is faith in action. When you rest in God, make space for divine intervention. You are standing at a spiritual threshold. One season is closing. Another season is opening. The past does not define you. The mistakes do not imprison you. The failures do not cancel you. God is rewriting your story. God is reshaping your future. God is redefining your identity. Before the 2nd of February, you will feel a sense of closure on what no longer serves you and a strong pull toward what is destined for you. This is a time to sharpen your spiritual awareness. Pay attention to patterns, to nudges, to inner impressions. God speaks in subtle ways and powerful ways. God uses peace, wisdom, and inner conviction to guide. Before the 2nd of February, tune your heart, silence distractions, create space for reflection. When you listen, you will hear guidance that changes everything. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are on a divine schedule. God's timing is precise. Delays are not denials. Detours are no disasters. Waiting seasons are not wasted seasons. Before the 2nd of February, you will see that what felt like delay was actually alignment. What felt like loss was preparation. What felt like silence was shaping. Let this moment ignite your faith. Let this message awaken your spirit. Let this season transform your perspective. God is near. God is active. God is intentional. And before the 2nd of February, 4 divine movements will mark your life. exposure, spiritual shift, external movement, and a calling to action, each designed to lift you higher, deepen your faith, and align you with your true purpose under God's guidance. Let your spirit lean in closer, because God is not only speaking about what will happen, God is speaking about who you are becoming. These days before the 2nd of February are forming something inside you that will last far beyond a date on the calendar. This is not just a momentary surge of inspiration. This is a divine shaping of destiny. God is sculpting your thoughts, refining your desires, and aligning your heart with a higher purpose. Many of you have been asking God for change, but you did not realize that the change must begin within. God says transformation is not only external, it is internal. Before the 2nd of February, your values will shift, your priorities will realign, and your vision will expand. Things that once distracted you will lose their appeal. Things that once intimidated you will no longer frighten you. Things that once seemed impossible will begin to feel reachable. This is the hand of God rewriting your inner world. God is also saying that accountability is rising. When clarity comes, responsibility follows. When doors open, commitment is required. When faith rises, action must follow. Before the 2nd of February, God will place a weight of purpose on your heart. You will feel a deep knowing that your life is not random, that your days are not wasted, that your journey is meaningful. This awareness will push you to live more intentionally, to choose wisely, to speak carefully, and to walk boldly. Some of you have been stuck in cycles of fear, cycles of procrastination, cycles of self-doubt. God says cycles are breaking. Patterns that ran through your family line, your history, or your mindset are being interrupted by divine power. Before the 2nd of February, you will feel a breaking, a release, a liberation. Old chains will fall. Old lies will lose their grip. Old limitations will collapse under the weight of divine truth. God is also restoring your sense of worth. You have measured yourself by achievements, by approval, by comparison. But God says your value is not in what you do, your value is in who you are under divine creation. Before the 2nd of February, you will feel a deep assurance that you matter, that your presence matters, that your voice matters. This confidence will not be arrogance. It will be grounded in humility and purpose, rooted in the awareness that God has placed you where you are for a reason. There is also a warning wrapped in love. God says, do not resist the nudges that come. When you feel guided to apologize, do it. When you feel guided to leave, leave. When you feel guided to begin, begin. Delay can dilute destiny. Disobedience can delay blessings. Before the 2nd of February, respond quickly to divine impressions. Small acts of obedience can unlock massive breakthroughs. God is speaking about timing. You have waited for years for certain promises, and you wondered if they would ever manifest. God says timing is aligning. Events are converging. People are moving into position. Resources are shifting. Before the 2nd of February, you may not see the full manifestation, but you will see signs that the season has turned. You will sense momentum. You will feel movement. You will recognize divine fingerprints in ordinary events. This is also a season of purification. God is cleansing motives, intentions, and desires. Before the 2nd of February, you may feel convicted about certain habits, thoughts, or relationships. This is not condemnation, this is refinement. God refines what God intends to use. When gold is purified, it shines brighter. When the heart is purified, it reflects divine light. Allow this refining process. Do not resist it. Embrace it as preparation for elevation. God is calling you into deeper trust, trust beyond understanding, trust beyond logic, trust beyond visible evidence. Before the 2nd of February, you will be challenged to believe without seeing, to move without full clarity, to step forward without guarantees. This is the nature of faith. When you trust God, you step into realms where certainty is replaced by conviction and fear is replaced by peace. God also says that joy is returning. Many of you have carried heaviness, sadness, and emotional fatigue. Before the 2nd of February, you will experience moments of unexpected joy. Joy in simple things, joy in quiet moments, joy in renewed hope. This joy is not dependent on circumstances. It flows from alignment with God. Joy will be your strength, your fuel, your sign that divine presence is near. There is also a calling to impact others. God says, your journey is not just about you. Before the 2nd of February, you will realize that your experiences, your struggles, and your victories carry wisdom for others. Someone needs your story. Someone needs your encouragement. Someone needs your example. God is positioning you as a light, a guide, a voice in someone else's darkness. Do not underestimate the spiritual atmosphere around you. Before the 2nd of February, speak blessings over your home, your work, your family, your future. Create an environment of faith. Remove words of despair. Replace them with declarations of hope. When you align your environment with God's truth, you create space for miracles. This is a time to rise early in purpose, to stay alert in spirit, to walk with awareness. OD is not distant. God is present. God is intentional. And these days are charged with destiny. Before the 2nd of February, something will shift in your vision. Something will shift in your spirit. Something will shift in your path. You will not be the same. You will walk with greater clarity, deeper faith, and stronger purpose, knowing that God has spoken, God is moving, and God is guiding every step of your journey. Hear this with a listening heart, because God is not whispering casually. God is calling with authority. There are moments in life when time feels ordinary, but in the unseen realm, decisions are being written, paths are being altered, and destinies are being redirected. These days before the 2nd of February carry weight in the spiritual atmosphere. God is inviting you to rise above distraction, above doubt, above delay, and step into awareness of what is unfolding. God says many of you have underestimated the power of alignment when your thoughts, your words, and your actions align with divine will. Even small steps become powerful. Before the 2nd of February, you will sense a stronger alignment within. Confusion will lose its voice. Contradiction will lose its authority. You will feel a strange but peaceful certainty about certain decisions. That certainty is not arrogance, it is guidance. That inner clarity is God adjusting your compass. There is also a restoration of authority coming. Some of you have felt powerless, controlled by circumstances, controlled by people, controlled by fear. God says authority is being restored. Before the 2nd of February, you will realize that you have more power to choose, to respond, to change, to influence than you thought. When you stand in alignment with God, no situation has the final word. Circumstances can shift, hearts can change, paths can open. God is also speaking about discernment. Not every opportunity is a blessing. Not every delay is a curse. Not every smile is sincere. Before the 2nd of February, your spiritual perception will sharpen. You will sense when to move and when to wait. You will sense when to speak and when to stay silent. You will sense when to hold on and when to release. This discernment is a gift that protects destiny and preserves peace. Some of you have been carrying guilt from the past, replaying mistakes, reliving failures, questioning your worth. God says the past is not your master. Before the 2nd of February, you will feel a lifting of shame, a breaking of regret, a release from self-condemnation. Forgiveness begins with yourself. Growth begins with letting go. God is not holding your past against you. God is calling you forward. There is a stirring of courage happening. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is movement in the presence of fear. Before the 2nd of February, you will feel boldness rise in unexpected moments. You will speak when you would normally stay quiet. You will act when you would normally hesitate. You will leave when logic tells you to doubt. This courage is not reckless, it is guided. It is the strength that comes when fear no longer controls your steps. God is also preparing you for elevation. Elevation changes perspective. When you rise, you see differently. When you rise, you think differently. When you rise, you carry responsibility differently. Before the 2nd of February, you may feel pressure to grow, pressure to mature, pressure to refine your character. This is not punishment. This is preparation. God elevates those who are willing to be shaped. There is a divine invitation to intimacy. God is not only interested in your achievements, but in your heart. Before the 2nd of February, you will feel a deeper desire for connection, for reflection, for sincerity in your relationship with God. This is not religion, this is relationship. When you draw near with honesty and humility, guidance becomes clearer and peace becomes deeper. God says that generosity will unlock unexpected doors. Generosity of time, generosity of kindness, generosity of forgiveness, generosity of encouragement. Before the 2nd of February, small acts of goodness will carry unusual impact. A simple word can shift someone's destiny. A simple act can return multiplied blessings. When you reflect divine compassion, you participate in divine purpose. There is also a recalibration of focus. Many of you have been distracted by noise, opinions, and pressures that do not matter. Before the 2nd of February, your focus will narrow toward what truly matters. You will sense what is worth your energy and what is not. You will learn to say no to distractions and yes to purpose. Focus is power. Focus directs destiny. God is speaking about patience with expectation. Waiting does not mean stagnation. Waiting is often the season where foundations are built. Before the 2nd of February, you will realize that waiting has been strengthening your character, sharpening your wisdom, and protecting you from premature decisions. Expectation keeps the heart alive. Patience keeps the path steady. There is also a reminder of gratitude. Gratitude shifts atmosphere. Gratitude changes perspective. Gratitude invites peace. Before the 2nd of February, cultivate gratitude for small victories, quiet blessings, and unseen protections. When you recognize what God has already done, you open your eyes to what God is doing now. God is calling you to walk with dignity. Dignity in how you speak, how you treat others, how you carry yourself. Before the 2nd of February, you will sense a call to rise above gossip, revenge, and negativity. Your character is your testimony. Your integrity is your shield. Your humility is your strength. Do not be surprised if your dreams become vivid, your thoughts become clear, and your inner voice becomes stronger. God often speaks through impressions, insights, and quiet nudges. Before the 2nd of February, pay attention. Write down what you sense. Reflect on what stirs your heart. Divine guidance often comes in subtle ways that require intentional listening. You are not alone in this journey. God sees your hidden battles, your silent prayers, your private tears. Before the 2nd of February, you will feel a reassurance that you are guided, protected, and watched over. This awareness will bring peace that surpasses understanding and strength that surpasses fear. The days ahead are not ordinary. They are marked by divine intention. They carry spiritual momentum. They hold seeds of transformation. Before the 2nd of February, something will settle in your spirit. Something will rise in your heart. Something will align in your path. And you will walk forward with confidence, with the clarity, with courage, knowing that God is shaping your steps, illuminating your way, and calling you into a future filled with purpose, strength, and divine guidance. Open your heart even wider, because God is not only speaking about events, God is speaking about destiny, alignment, and the shaping of generations. These days before the 2nd of February are not just personal, they are prophetic in the sense of what shifts in you will ripple outward into others. God is forming a living testimony through your journey, and your obedience will become a signal to others that transformation is possible. God says that wisdom is being poured out in quiet ways. Wisdom to choose your battles, wisdom to hold your peace, wisdom to recognize what deserves your energy and what deserves your silence. Before the 2nd of February, you will feel a deeper understanding that not every reaction is required, and not every opinion must be spoken. Silence can be powerful. Discernment can be protected. Wisdom can save you from unnecessary storms. There is also a strengthening of resilience. You have endured pressure that many could not understand. You have carried responsibilities that felt heavier than words. God says resilience has been built into your spirit. Before the 2nd of February, you will realize that what tried to break you actually built you. What tried to exhaust you actually trained you. What tried to silence you actually prepared you to speak with authority. God is speaking about identity. Identity is not defined by culture, history, mistakes, or labels. Identity is defined by divine purpose. Before the 2nd of February, you will feel a stronger sense of who you are under God's design. This identity will bring stability. When storms come, you will not lose yourself. When praise comes, you will not lose humility. When challenges arise, you will not lose confidence. There is also a shift in how you see time. You have felt rushed, pressured, or late. God says, your timeline is not broken. Before the 2nd of February, you will sense peace about your pace. You will understand that some things must grow slowly to last long. Rushed roots cannot hold heavy fruit. God is teaching you to honor process, to respect seasons, and to trust timing. God is awakening gratitude in the midst of desire. You desire more, but God says do not overlook what is already in your hands. Before the 2nd of February, you will recognize hidden blessings, protection you didn't see, guidance you didn't notice, opportunities you almost missed. Gratitude will open your eyes to how much God has already carried you through. There is also a warning against distraction. The world is loud. Opinions are endless. Comparisons are toxic. God says, do not let noise drown out purpose. Before the 2nd of February, withdraw from voices that weaken your faith. Withdraw from habits that drain your focus. Withdraw from thoughts that shrink your vision. Protect your mind. Guard your spirit. Your attention is sacred. God is speaking about discipline. Discipline is not punishment, it is devotion. Before the 2nd of February, you will feel a push to structure your days, to organize your priorities, to refine your habits. Small daily disciplines will build massive future breakthroughs. What you do consistently matters more than what you do occasionally. There is also a call to compassion. God says, do not let hardship harden your heart. Before the 2nd of February, you will feel empathy rise for others who struggle silently. Your pain will become a bridge. Your healing will become a guide. Your growth will become a source of light. Compassion does not weaken you, it connects you to divine purpose. God is preparing you to handle influence. Influence is not only for public figures, influence exists in homes, workplaces, friendships, and communities. Before the 2nd of February, you will realize that your words shape others. Your attitude influences others. Your voices inspire others. Carry this influence with humility, wisdom, and love. There is also a shift in how you view challenges. Challenges will no longer feel like curses but assignments. Before the 2nd of February, you will start asking different questions. Not why me, but what is this teaching me? Growth happens when perspective changes. God uses pressure to reveal potential. God is strengthening your inner peace. Peace is not the absence of trouble. Peace is the presence of trust. Before the 2nd of February, you will feel a deeper calm, even when answers are incomplete. This peace is a sign of alignment. When you trust God, storms lose their power to control your heart. God is calling you to steward your energy. Not everything deserves your reaction. Not everyone deserves your explanation. Not every battle deserves your participation. Before the 2nd of February, you will learn to conserve emotional and spiritual energy for what truly matters. This is maturity. This is wisdom. There is also a prophetic sense of recalibration. Your goals may shift. Your desires may evolve. Your path may refine. Before the 2nd of February, you may feel a gentle redirection, not a rejection, but a refinement. God sometimes redirects to protect you from paths that look good but lead to EMP. God is also reminding you of legacy. What you build now affects those who come after you. Before the 2nd of February, you will sense a responsibility beyond yourself. Your discipline, faith, and integrity will echo into future lives. Live with that awareness. Every choice plants a seed. Do not underestimate the quiet moments in these days. God often speaks in stillness. Before the 2nd of February, create moments of silence, reflection, and sincerity. In those moments, guidance will become clear, burdens will become lighter, and purpose will become sharper. The spiritual atmosphere is charged. Your spirit is being refined. Your path is being aligned. Your future is being shaped. Before the 2nd of February, something will settle into place, something will rise within, something will open ahead, and you will walk forward with steadiness, humility, strength, and unshakable trust, knowing that God is guiding, shaping, protecting, and calling you into a higher purpose that only God could design. Let this moment seal itself in your heart, because God is not speaking for emotion alone. God is speaking for transformation. These days before the 2nd of February are a doorway, and you are standing at the threshold. What God is doing now is shaping how you will walk, how you will think, how you will speak, and how you will rise. You are not waiting for destiny, you are stepping into it. The clarity, the shift, the movement, and the calling are not distant promises. They are unfolding in real time, woven into your thoughts, your conversations, your decisions, and your quiet moments. Do not shrink back. Do not delay. Do not doubt what God is stirring. Lift your expectations. Strengthen your discipline. Deepen your trust. Let your heart stay humble and your spirit stay bold. Walk with awareness, speak with faith, act with courage, and rest with confidence. Every step you take in alignment with God becomes a seed of future power, a testimony of divine guidance, and a sign that your life is under intentional design. As the days move toward the 2nd of February, hold your head high, steady your mind, and keep your spirit awake. What God is beginning in you will not fade. What God is aligning around you will not collapse. What God is calling you into will not fail. You are moving forward with divine purpose, divine timing, and divine direction, carried by the unseen hand that guides, protects, and elevates all who walk in trust.